morning and happy Friday. My name is Nayoka Lynn. So, Wednesday evening, I sat in my chair and I watched the last video I made on Wednesday. And what I failed to mention was Yeshua, the reason that he was silenced is because he came to teach you about your true divinity. He came to teach you who you really were. That's one of the reasons he said, all these things that I do, you can do, and more. Mhm. There were many things left out of those scriptures. They've been horribly manipulated. Let's just say that. Anyway, I also mentioned about being the house that was built on a rock, that no matter what storms came, you could stand strong. How does that happen? Well, look, when you know who you truly are and you have an understanding of why situations and circumstances show up, you don't crumble. You may have a moment or two, you may even have a day or two where you're in your feelings, your emotions about some things, but when you have an understanding and a knowing that everything mirrors you, that this is part of your guidance system that you came in with. Everything was all set for you when you came in. You had a beautiful guidance system. You knew upon entering that you were going to have this guidance system of people showing up to mirror you, a belief you have about you, people showing up, mirroring you about your judgments towards other folks. Yeah, there's all kind of mirrors. Now, if you're that house that has this in your house, your being, if you are this person, this house that has that understanding, no matter what comes up around you, you're going to process it. Some things are easy, you can just let it go and you say, okay, I see. Other things you're going to have a little bit of emotion about because you're so used to carrying that belief. But you'll have a little moment about it, or maybe even a day or two. But when you know who you are, it's easy to forgive. You don't hold those grudges anymore because you understand that these people came up to mirror something in you that have offended you some way. It's easy to forgive and be appreciative of the fact that they gave you this opportunity because this is your guidance system. Yeah. How easy it is to be that house on the rock who still stands, knowing what to let go and what to keep. Yeah. I think we have an amazing guidance system. A lot of folks will be depressed about things. That's okay. You're going to be depressed? That's fine. Take that time to go inward. Take that time to go inward and find out why you don't feel so good, because you're supposed to feel good. Take that time to go inward and examine your emotions. What am I feeling, and what am I feeling this about? You know, is it a person that's in your life that's causing you pain? Maybe you have a person that you have in your life that has transitioned. The folks that have transitioned haven't gone anywhere. They're still here. They are still here, and they're just on a different frequency that you can't see. But all that's going to change shortly. They're still here. I recall the last place I lived. This is the first time I'm speaking about this. But the man that lived right above me passed away. I was sitting, I want to say it was the day after, I was sitting at my table and I had my guitar and I was writing a song. And all of a sudden I was very aware that he was around. And I said it. I said, his name is Dwayne. I said, Dwayne, I know you're here. And he used to call me Miss Lady. And I heard him say, Miss Lady. I said, I can hear you, Dwayne. He goes, you can hear me? Yeah. I did not see him, but I heard him, and I was very aware of him being around. So, yeah. Anyway, all the things that Yeshua did, you can do as well. When you know, and more, when you know who you truly are. Yeah, Master Sananda. That's what I like to call him. Master Sananda. What an amazing soul. So, yes, you want to be that house on the rock that can withstand every storm? Because you understand when the storms come up, it's not a thing to destroy you, it is an opportunity to take a look at something. hmm So, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday. And I know I will. Have a wonderful day. My name is Nayoka Lynn. Namaste.